Guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a reading for the sign of Libras. Okay, this is going to be, sorry, let me just clean my glasses. They're a little bit, I can't see. This is going to be whatever comes out, or whatever you need to know. I think that's what it is. Whatever comes out. Duh. What you need to, oh look, what you need to know. Look at that. Yay. Okay, give me 1 second, guys, because I want to be able to see the cards. I usually like to do my readings early before I eat, but the last 2 days have been kind of hectic. And so I ended up eating, and then I ended up waiting a couple hours because I don't like to feel full, because you know your stomach is your first brain. And so I personally, I don't know if this is for everybody, but my intuition comes directly from here. So when I'm full, I don't read as well as I like. So I like to read usually on fast, but we do what we must. It was a long day. Doctor's appointments. My girls killed my battery. I had to ask a stranger who was very nice and helped me. Anyway. All right. Ooh, that's too many. We're going to put that back. For Libra, what was the subject? What do they need to know? What? This came out for Cancer and Leo. I mean, it makes sense right now with all of the things that we're going through, right? Healing, chaos, and forgiveness at the bottom. So you guys might have Cancer or Virgo. I think I said Leo, but it was Cancer and Virgo that this came out for. Let me get one more. One more for Libras. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Since right now we are in Mercury retrograde, there's a lot going on with the planets. I'm sure the collective is going through a lot of the same stuff, right? Yeah. One more for Libras. Especially you guys, because aren't Taurus and Libras a Venus ruled by Venus? And Venus is in retrograde right now, I believe. Yeah, healing. What the hell did I just spit? Healing, chaos, wisdom, and then delight at the bottom. Okay. I feel like there is some commotion coming in. There is going to be a shakeup. It is something that is going to be generated by divine, because in this twister there's butterflies coming out, which, you know, for me, butterflies are always transformation. It's growth. For me, it's also I'm hearing spiritual guidance, your guides, your ancestors. So I feel like this is actually being caused, and it's because you're being realigned. There's some things that need to be loosened up, and it's going to bring you wisdom. It's going to bring you enlightenment on certain things that you need. And even though it's going to kind of suck, because obviously a tornado, no matter good or bad the intent, right? No matter what the reasonings are behind it, it's still a tornado. It's almost like when you go into surgery. Let's say you're going in because you have appendicitis, right? And you're in so much pain and you just want it to stop. um, you're still going into surgery, right? Even though afterwards you're going to feel better, um, and you're not going to, you know, croak, because you can unalive from your appendix bursting. Um, you're still going into surgery, and surgery itself still has those negative attributes, right? But I feel like after all of this is done and over with, it's gonna be delightful. Like with delight right here, and then underneath that is thriving. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like surgery, like almost like spiritual surgery, and I had to do a double inhale on that. Like it's almost like I couldn't catch my breath. I don't know if you guys heard me, but I did the like it was like a lot. So I'm hearing it's just gonna kind of make you gasp. It's gonna kind of like I was gonna say take your breath away, but that's almost like a beautiful moment, like a moment of like this is almost like a moment of whoa. But this is gonna bring you a lot of wisdom. I'm also hearing it's going to open up your emotions again. It's gonna allow you to feel things that you think you're feeling, but you're not fully feeling them. It's going to allow you to start to release emotion that even though you have healed somewhat, um, you haven't healed completely. And you do have, um, no, you have, you're kind of closed off. I'm telling you, this is very close, similar to cancer, right? So you might have, you know, cancer of strong cancer, or you could have strong Libra and you're a cancer, whatever. Um, there's emotions that have been shut off because you've been through some things, and you're healing. You are healing, and you feel like you're healing. You can feel it, you can see it, but you're still not completely open. There's still some things that need to be released. And it feels like it's just right there. It's almost like when somebody needs to sneeze and they can't get it out, and I'm seeing they're showing me like somebody waving a feather under your nose and helping you sneeze. I mean, I don't even know why they showed it to me like that. That seems very cartoonish, but that's just how they showed it to me. This is going to allow you to open your emotions. And remember, when we're trying to manifest, we manifest through our emotions, right? We manifest through water. It's watery. It's movement. That's how you manifest the best way, right? And right now, so it's almost like I'm getting you're like half manifesting. You're at half mast manifesting. I don't know what they're telling me. I don't even know what's going on, what's coming out of my mouth. But in this card, look, she's a mermaid, a clear mermaid. A clear mermaid. It's almost like you haven't fully what's the word I'm looking for? Right now you're still a bit transparent, or still a bit um not transparent in the way that, you know, you're an open book. Almost like people are unable to fully connect to you, if that makes sense, which I understand because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been through some stuff and you don't want to get hurt again, right? You have your boundaries up high. Um, but I'm hearing that you're safe and you're able to reappear now. You're able to reappear in your full form, because you're safe. You're safe now, and whatever comes out now is not going to hurt, it's going to heal, right? I feel like what was in the past, it was hurt that brought out healing, and this is more like healing, right? Okay, if that makes sense. I know that was very ethereal, but that's just how it's coming out. Okay, let's let's grind it down a little bit. I don't know why I was gonna say happy birthday when it's not your guys' season. I think we're like barely, isn't this today the first day of Aries? Yeah. Again, something's going on there. I'm telling you, maybe Libra isn't your sun sign. Okay, let's clarify healing chaos. I'm seeing green. I'm seeing a lot of green. I'm seeing like just a big old orb of green in my own vision, not in my mind's eye, like right in front of me, right here. You got the world. Yeah. This is something that's going to fully end a cycle that you had been in. I feel like it was a chaotic cycle. It was a cycle where you've actually been manifesting to close off this cycle. And just like the tornado, it was a twister. It was like when you thought you knew something, you would just learn something else. And it was just, yeah, with the King of Wands, the Knight of Coins, and the King of Coins. Let's do these here. I see. Okay. Judgment. Yeah. Okay. So, Libras, you guys ended a cycle. You guys ended a cycle. I feel like there is one last little bit of information that's going to bring you in wisdom, and this is going to allow you to seal off the cycle. Basically, I feel like it's basically done and therefore. This is almost like it's information that, even though I feel like you might not need the closure, it's almost like you're getting the closure. Even though I feel like the closure, you've already given it to yourself. And if not, then this is the closure that's coming in that you need. But this is somebody that was a King of Wands. But honestly, with this King of Wands, he's spitting out fire. It's almost like everything that would come out of their mouth was harsh, was to burn, to hurt, to try to demean, try to just, it was not, it was just a situation where it was a tornado. If you think of a tornado, it destroys everything in its path. I mean, if you think of somebody as a tornado, that's just, no, it was just, it was chaotic. It was, there's fire burning at their, at its feet. And the person here, I'm holding this card for a reason. Look, it's a lizard. It's almost like the person that you were dealing with was a lizard. It would like shift. It wasn't even presenting its true self. It would shift to try to almost like entrap you into its snare. I think snare is a human thing, but you guys get it, right? You guys get it. And that, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. But you guys manifested closing off this cycle. And it is closing out, Libras. This is a cycle that has ended. And because you are getting this wisdom, it looks like you are actually getting It looks like you're getting an opportunity with the King of Coins. This could either be a business opportunity. It might be a business opportunity, but it could be, I'm getting it could be also love. Although I'm not seeing that yet, we're going to continue to dive deeper. But with the Knight of Coins here, with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Coins, it's going to be a very abundant, whatever the situation is, it's going to be a very abundant situation. And the reason why is because this is your judgment, because you went into hermit mode and you healed and you saw the truth of what everything was. And I feel like this was a situation where you were being left out in the cold. This person was breadcrumbing you. This was an on and off thing. And this was something that was just turmoil. Look, you see the Five of Wands? It was just, I feel like if at the least verbally abusive, right? At the minimum. And who knows what else. But at the minimum, this person was, this situation here was toxic. But because you called judgment on something, because you saw the truth of what you were seeing and what the situation was, and what that person was presenting itself to be, you saw the lizard for its true self. You saw its true face. And you said, nay, nay, no more. We're not doing this shit, right? And because you called judgment on this situation, there is an opportunity coming in with the Knight of Coins, a smaller opportunity, but it's with the Knight of Coins with the King of Coins, from the King of Coins. English is hard, right? And this is a decision that you're making, but I feel like this person is throwing up on one of the coins and has chosen the other coin. I mean, Two of Cups. What did I say? I felt like there was love. The Emperor. Okay. The Fool. All right. Okay, I feel like I'm playing Loteria. Oh my goodness, Libras. Because you went hermit and you went in and did the work and you saw things for what they were and you called judgment on this situation, that's why there is a business opportunity or an opportunity, whether it be business, whatever. This could be anything, to be honest with you. Although the Two of Cups did come in, so it could just mean that it is going to be beneficial to both parties. It's going to be something that is, equal give and take. It's going to be abundant in everything. It's going to, everything that you never got from this situation and any other situation is what I'm getting, right? All right, let's continue to go deeper. Let's clarify. Well, I pulled out a bunch of cards here, so we're just going to clarify this pile in itself. So you guys can hear my cat at the door. I might let him in if he doesn't stop, because he won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Ooh. Yeah, see? Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Be careful, do not take risks. Karma, you will reap what you have sown, and great worry over nothing. Yeah, this was a situation where if you had gone into this or you've already been through this, this is something that would have caused chaos or caused chaos, okay? I feel like this is for Libras that have already been through it. I feel like this is Libras that are having a choice right now, or a choice is coming up, correct? But I do feel for some of you guys have already been through this. Because you guys went hermit and you went within and you guys chose to look at the information and see things for what they were and heal what it was that you felt was pulling you to whatever this negativity was. You are being blessed with wisdom, but also an opportunity. This is pure coins. This is pure abundance. Let's clarify the Knight of Coins. the Knight of Coins. Let's clarify the Knight of Coins. Whoa. You got success. Shut the front door. You got success. Oh my gosh. Give me one more for the Knight of Coins. That's crazy. That's awesome, by the way. Affairs with your family. I thought another one had. Okay, let's clarify now the King of Coins. At the bottom of that, we have flowers, happiness. Yeah, star, guaranteed success. Yes, King of Coins. Let's clarify the King of Coins. Oh my gosh. Clarify the King of Coins. Apple, do not be tempted. But this fell over here. You will be tested. Temptation will test you. But this fell all the way over here for some reason on the Two of Coins. Let's clarify the King of Coins. But we'll take it for the King of Coins because I was asking for the King of Coins. So do not be lowered do not be tempted to lower your standards. Clarify the King of Coins. Dealing the relationship with a man. Sorrow over loss. Yeah. So I feel like this is a choice that you're going to make. And it was something or again, I feel like I'm talking to a split of Libras. I'm either talking to Libras that have already gone through this and have suffered through this loss and are getting this last bit of wisdom. And I'm also talking to Libras that are going through this right now. And it is going to feel like a loss for you, right? Even though we make the decision that is correct, it still feels like a loss because we're making a choice as in what if, and we always have that in our ego, right? What if, what if, what if? Understand that the what if is right here on the table. This would have been a disaster. This would have not been good. This would have been a very karmic lesson for you, or it was a very karmic lesson for you, right? But because if you make the right choice, because you do have the Two of Pentacles, right? You're going to have success. Guaranteed success. You have guaranteed success twice. Look at this. Success and success. Happiness and affairs with her family. I feel like things are going to get better at home. Things are going to get better with money. I think your relationship with your family is going to get better for some reason, whatever it is. Somebody will gossip about all of your secrets, and then spiritual love. I feel like this might have been a karmic for some of you guys, or this is a karmic for you guys. Whatever it is, you have the choice, or whatever it was, you guys had the choice, and you guys saw the truth for what it was, and you guys are making the right choice about this, and you guys are going to be rewarded with abundance. And remember, abundance is different to everybody. It doesn't necessarily mean money. It can be abundance of love. It can be abundance in whatever it is, right? It just depends on what it is that you view abundance as. All right, let me get you guys one last guidance card for Libra. My nose is so itchy. Oh my gosh, it started just with you guys. Oh. Oh, this is too many. I'm just taking the top one. It says, forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Yes, yes. What you went through no longer defines you. You now know the truth, and you can pick from who you are now, not your past traumas. A lot of the times when we go through toxic situations, it's not because sometimes it's because people are toxic, but we stay too long because of past trauma. We stay in places where we know that we shouldn't even be there because we still have almost like a poison seed that has been placed there at one point in our life, and that is allowing us to continue to allow that trauma to keep happening. And because you've now been through this, or you now know better, you're never going to allow this to happen again, right? Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Yeah, Libras. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you guys soon.